Welcome to class. I'm Miss Katie, that vegan teacher. All right. Hello. Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming. Welcome to class, everybody. Hi. Hi, Mr. Big Butt on TikTok. You guys have the craziest names over there. Why don't you call yourself Mr. Big Vegan Butt? That'd be a better name for you. You know, just qualify it a bit, just so we know that your butt is nice and big because you're vegan. Thanks for coming in, everyone. So I'm Miss Katie. If you've never met me before, I'm that vegan teacher, and I'm here to remind you that you were born vegan. Because being vegan isn't actually about food, but you were born kind. You never wanted to hurt animals. And by the way, your mother's milk was vegan because it wasn't stolen. It was given freely. Cow's milk is stolen from cows, so that's not okay. Hi. Hey, my name is spelled Katie, K-A-D-I-E, by the way, but thanks. Hi. Hi, hashtag. You were first, by the way. Okay. Well, that's not important. You know, I don't know why people say that they're first and then like act like it's some sort of like a great thing. I mean, it's sort of an accident when you're first, right? Yeah, I don't know. Do people, is there some sort of weird thing going on? Like people are always like, I'm first. Are there other creators, other people who like give you rewards for that or something? I don't know. Anyway, maybe I'm missing out on something. Maybe I'm supposed to be doing something with the fact that you guys are saying, I'm first. But to me, it doesn't really matter, does it? It's not like you ran a race and you showed how powerful and skilled you are. Being first on someone's live stream is just like an accident. It's almost an accident. Like you get a notification, but it's possible that your phone would have been further away and you wouldn't get a notification. Do you know what I mean? Hey, I could be wrong. Could always be wrong. So let me know. Thanks for everybody for being, can you be a guest? Yes, you can be a guest. Somebody wants me to talk about religion and somebody named Plant just reposted. So why do you guys always seem to want to talk about religion? I find it fascinating. You know, I'm that vegan teacher, but so many of you guys ask me about my opinions about religion. But then when I tell you, you get really angry. For example, I told you that I don't really believe in God. And then you want to argue with me and prove to me that God exists. And then if I tell you, well, let's pretend there is a God then, and then I say to you, well, God is clearly not kind, then you also put up your fists and you're also angry. But I don't believe that God exists. But if God did exist, why do we call it a him? Like, has anyone ever seen God's penis? Like, do we know that God is a he? And also, if God is really up there in the sky, why oh why is he so mean? God is not kind as far as I can see. Again, you know, you could correct me. Maybe I'm wrong, but as far as I can see, God is either, you know, he's definitely powerless. He's either drunk, stoned, lazy, stupid, cruel, or dead. God is definitely not kind. At least I've never seen any evidence of him helping the billions of animals on factory farms right now. Who's helping them? Who is helping the animals on factory farms right now who are suffering, crammed together, sad, lying around in their own piss and shit? Who's helping them? Is it God or is it vegans? Just tell the truth, that's all. Just asking you to tell the truth. Is God helping the billions of innocent little baby chicks right now who are being separated on these factory farms? You know, they're going along and they separate them on these conveyor belts. Who's helping them? Is God helping the animals, or is it vegans who are helping the animals? When the little boys are separated, people check and they're separated, and then they are dropped down and they are cut into a million pieces in these knives that are turning around, these blades. Who's helping them? Is God helping the innocent little animals? You know he isn't. because he doesn't exist. Or if he did exist, he's extremely cruel. Hi. Well, thank you very much for that decoration. If you guys want to go to the top of the list, you can. And let's not forget to keep on tapping, all right? Guys, see this little cutie patootie? You guys on TikTok, tap on the screen and say, I'm so sorry, little sweet bird, that they kill you when you're just 1 day old because you're a boy and because you'll never be able to produce eggs. Tell this little baby bird that. Poor little sweetie. Yeah, right, Ozzy? This little bird is cute. I saw what you wrote, Ozzy. Thank you for being kind. You know, if I just right now just started to cut this little chick's feathers off or their wing, there's a lot of you who would cringe. A lot of you are like, yeah, go ahead and do it. Fuck the bird. But the vast majority of you who are not psychopaths, even though this bird isn't alive, you would still think to yourself, well, please don't hurt him or her. Let's pretend it's a him, okay? Who's about to get ground up in the blades in the factories. The reason they kill the baby boy chicks is because when they grow up, they will never be able to produce eggs. See, they're a different kind of chicken than the kind of chickens that you eat. The chickens that lay the eggs, they're different. And so they kill all the babies. It's so sad. Have you seen the videos of it? Did you cry? I did. When I saw the videos of what happens to these little chicks, I cried. And I feel really bad because when I was a mom to my teenagers, who are now adults, I remember us ordering a big batch of chicken wings, you know? And now that I think about it, that it is so terrible. We had like one time, a family of 5, we had 60 chicken wings on the table. We ordered before I was vegan, before I was vegetarian even. And how many chickens is that? Each chicken has 2 wings. That is so sad. I feel so guilty about that. And that's why I'm vegan now. So thank you guys for sharing the live stream. If you want to come in, you're welcome to speak to me. Just make sure that you are over 18 and that you are a kind person. And you have to know how to read, and you have to be by yourself. Okay, we're going to read some cards. You guys are going to help to be teaching assistants. Yeah? Okay. Hello.
Do you remember me?
Welcome to the live stream. That is not the first question. Okay, it's not about you or me. It's not about if I remember you or not, because there are a lot of, like, hundreds and hundreds of people watching, and they don't give a shit if we remember each other or not. Okay, I don't mean to be rude, but that's not the first question that you should be asking.
Okay.
Okay? Do you understand why?
Yeah.
Right, because you're here to be a teaching.
Do people in the chat care?
Because you are you reading the chat now instead of looking at me?
Okay, I'm looking at you now.
Right. When you come in here, it's because you care about animals. It's not about your and my relationship. It's not about, but you also seem to forget that I meet so many people. Do you realize I cannot see you, actually? Maybe you think I can. Do you realize I have no idea who you are? I might vaguely remember your name, but it means nothing to what we're doing here. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So if you want me to know you, by the way, if that's important to you for whatever reason, you will show your face, not here in the live stream, but you will show your face on camera. You will make videos about veganism. And because of your popularity, and because you will tag me, or you will use my songs by using the space bar, like the place above there. You know, I have 180 songs. Eventually, I will get to know you.
Okay.
Right? But right now,
Okay.
that doesn't matter. And once I do know you, I'll be like, oh, hey, how's it going? I liked your video today, but right now I've never seen a video of yours that I know of. All right, so here's your card to read.
Hello, TikTok and YouTube. Welcome to class. I'm Jackson, Miss Katie's new teaching assistant. Please tap on the screen 100 times each to create little hearts to encourage me. After that, write the number 100 in the comments. Keep going if you think I'm doing a great job and explaining veganism. A good job reading and explaining veganism. Thank you.
All right, you read the card really well. Would you like some feedback about how you read it?
I already remember the feedback.
Oh, what do you think it is?
Punctuation.
No, that part was pretty good. It was in this time it would be vocal variety. So when you speak like, you know how you hear a robot speaking? Like,
Oh yeah, like I didn't change my tone.
yeah, like once in a while, okay, it's good to pause at certain words or emphasize other words, especially since you're saying, hello, TikTok and YouTube, welcome to class. If there's an exclamation point, you kind of have to sound a little bit more enthusiastic at that part, right? I'm Jackson, Miss Katie's. Now, see this word new? Could you emphasize that?
Yeah.
Right? Like this, watch. I'm Miss Katie's new teaching assistant, because we're getting lots of teaching assistants and you're the next one, right? All right, just keep that in mind for next time. But you're going to get better, I can tell, because you seem to be a person who's like, a lot of times, the way that I've talked to you by now, a lot of people would have told me to fuck off and would have run away, but you didn't do that. So that shows some integrity on your part, and it shows an open mind to learn. And I do appreciate that. All right, are you ready to read a card?
Yeah.
Okay, now since you read that card pretty well, I'm going to pick a card that is a little bit more in depth for you, like few more sentences than some other people get. Not very long though. All right, read everything on the card.
Egg and dairy excuses. Question 51. Don't cows need to be milked or they'll be in pain? Question mark. Answer.
Okay, hold on one second. Listen, hun. If there's a question mark, you don't have to say it. Right?
Oh, you said say everything, so
yeah,
I was gonna say.
Yeah, but when you're reading, like if I'm asking you a question, do I put a question mark at the end and say it out loud?
No.
No. Okay, so you don't say it. All right? Try it again. Don't cows need to be milked or they'll be in pain?
Yeah. Oh, don't cows need to be milked or they'll be in pain?
Perfect.
Answer. Cows are in pain because they've been forcibly impregnated and their babies have been kidnapped from them by greedy people who want to steal their milk. To end this cycle of violence, we need to stop breeding cows to begin with.
Okay, to end the cycle of violence, we need to stop breeding the cows to begin with. So do you know what breeding means?
Like, stop making them.
Yeah, like start forcing them to have sex with each other or stop forcing the farmers to impregnate them. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much. Now, how are you doing in your journey? If you look at these animals, what animals do you see on the screen here?
A cow and a chicken and a carrot and an egg.
Mm-hmm. So, couple of chickens. So, out of all of these things you see there, what is food?
The carrots.
Right. The carrots are food because the carrots are a fruit or a vegetable. Those are things that we eat. Do vegans eat cows?
No.
Why not?
It's not good.
Why is it not good to eat a cow?
It's meat.
Because a cow is someone, and we don't want to eat someone because they have feelings and they don't want to be killed. Right? What about the chickens? Do vegans eat chickens?
I don't think so right now.
No, vegans don't eat chickens. Why do they not eat chickens?
That's a person.
Well, they do deserve personhood. But chickens are sentient. They have feelings just like the cow, just like a cat. They don't want us to kill them and eat them. Now, when it comes to the eggs, why do vegans not eat eggs?
I don't know.
Well, because the eggs belong to the mother who laid them. They don't belong to us. We don't have a right to steal from them. Vegans don't steal anything from animals. So when you become a vegan teacher like me and you're sitting here and somebody says to you, well, what is it to be a vegan? You say, it's not a diet. It's about not stealing anything from animals, not their lives, not their freedom. Is it okay for vegans to take their feathers?
I think.
No, because the
No,
feathers
no.
belong to them.
No, because they'll go tickle their friend.
Because they'll
Like on
what?
the nose. They'll like get the feather and like go to your friend and like they'll tickle them.
Oh, no, that's not why. It's because the feather belongs to the chicken, and taking it out of the chicken or the duck or the goose is wrong. It belongs to them. Be like me walking up to you and just pulling out your hair and
Ow.
going to exactly. Normal, good reaction. Like if I would take that and I would go tickle a friend with your hair, that's wrong. That hair belongs to you. I have no right to take it from you. Okay?
Someone said a racial slur in the comment.
Okay, we're not looking at the comments. Do you remember that? That's the rule.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank you very much for coming and reading a card. Good work. Guys, let's remember that though, that when we are a teaching assistant here, we are not looking at the comments. We are focused on each other. Okay? The only one looking at the comments is me sometimes, because I also have another channel here, which is my YouTube channel. Hi, YouTube, by the way. Ah, thank you for the puppy with the farts that look like hearts. Thank you for the puppy with the farts that look like hearts. Guys, over here on YouTube, you're probably wondering what's going on. Well, I have another channel here called, it's on TikTok. And what they do is they decorate the live stream by putting these kind of cartoon things in there. So there literally was a puppy with farts that look like hearts on the screen. So I'm just saying thank you to that person for supporting the channel. You guys on YouTube, if you want to write something, you want me to pay attention to you, then you can. Somebody says I cannot sing. Well, actually, I just did. I just sang, so that's false. I'm going to have to put you in a timeout for telling a lie. Hold on, let me get you. I got to scroll back. Oh, no, lucky for you, I cannot find you. You escaped me. Here you are. We'll put you in a timeout for that, okay? For that is a 10-minute timeout because it's your first offense. Okay? Don't lie, guys. Be kind. The comment section is like a chalkboard. It is to write positive things. If you're in the chat, it's assumed that you are here because you care about animals and you don't want them hurt. And so you're writing positive things about how being vegan protects the planet, it protects the animals, and it's also good for our health. You have so many comments you could write, okay? Including plants have protein. You could write that. You can write plants don't feel pain. You can write that. You can write animals feel pain. And you can write any kinds of vegan foods that you can think of and remind people to eat them. Next up is Darren. Oh, hey guys, thanks for subscribing. A bunch of you guys just subscribed. Let me read your names out loud first. Hold on. Hi, Darren.
Hello.
Hi, Darren. I just want to look. I'm going to scroll back in the chat and just read the names of the people who just followed. Okay, we have Jackson who followed. Thank you, Jackson. Thank you to Adoption City. I would suggest you change the way you wrote your name, okay? It's all cursive and it's very hard to read because the font is difficult. Use a normal font, guys, for your names. Who else do we have here? Thank you for following Davis. Thank you to the person who says that they love me. That's very cute. And to the person who wrote the question, yes, it's true. I am a nurse and I'm also a teacher. All right, so Darren, where are you in the world?
Sydney.
Okay. Now, not everybody knows where Sydney is. Did you realize that?
Australia.
Right. So whenever you speak, always think to yourself, you're talking to people who don't necessarily live in Australia. Like if somebody says the name of a town, like let's say Regina, would you know where that is in the world?
No.
Right. Okay. So when you just say Sydney and you don't say Australia, then people are a bit lost. Regina, by the way, is a town in Canada. All right. You ready to read a card?
Yep.
How about though we tell everybody what time it is for you? Because I find that really interesting.
2:56 p.m.
So for you, it is 2:56 p.m., 2:56 in the afternoon, and you are also on Sunday, correct?
Yep.
All right. So same here. For me, it's Sunday. Do you know where I am in the world?
No.
I'm in Italy.
Nice.
Do you know where Italy is?
Yeah.
Can you tell everyone? Where is
It's
it?
somewhere in like, I don't know, Europe.
Yeah, it's in Europe. That's right. So I'm in Italy in Europe, and the time here is 7 o'clock in the morning. So you're way ahead of us. So thank you for letting us know that you're in Sydney. I have a friend who lives in Sydney, actually. Hey, thank you for the puppy with the farts that look like hearts. Thank you for the corgi. All right, you ready to read a card?
Yep.
Okay, so today we are talking about all kinds of animals, including the dairy industry and what happens there. It's really sad what happens. Here you go. Egg and dairy excuses. Question 52.
But what if I get my milk from small humane farms? Even on small farms,
Okay,
cows are
well, for
exploited
some
their milk.
reason you just decided to skip the word answer. Try to think
Oh.
about why you would do that. What went through your head? Because remember, there's people here on YouTube. If you're reading the question and then you go right away into it without pausing, they might be a bit confused. Okay, go ahead.
Yep.
Start
But
over.
what if I get question 52? But what if I get my milk from small humane farms? Answer: even on small farms, cows are exploited for their milk, forced to be pregnant, and they're eventually killed when they're no longer productive. Good people don't pay for violence; they oppose it by living a vegan life.
All right. Okay, so thank you very much for reading the card. Once again, I would like to give you the feedback that if you read it like a computer like this, even on small farms, cows are exploited for their milk, forced to be, people are not going to listen. Okay, so your job as a teacher, being a teacher is really hard. Are you a student right now?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So you know when your teacher is speaking, your teacher, in order to get people's attention, she has to like make gestures, she has to walk up and down the aisles, she has to like constantly make eye contact with you guys because people are just drifting off all over the place. All right, so here you go.
Do I read it again?
You don't have to, but would you like to talk about what you see? Did you learn anything?
That like cows are being exploited for their milk and reproduction.
Okay. So how do you feel about that?
Feel bad for them.
You feel bad? Yeah, that's a normal reaction. It's a kind reaction. Thank you for that. All right, so how are you doing on your vegan journey?
Not eating as much meat to help support the cows and like all the animals.
Okay, so you're not eating much meat. So do you
Yeah.
think that's good enough? If somebody was eating you, would you say that's okay as long as you're just eating part of me, it's okay?
It's not okay.
Right. So I would like you to stop eating all meat and stealing anything from animals going forward, because that's the right thing to do.
Got it.
And what about cow's milk? Will you drink cow's milk?
No, I drink like soy milk.
Good job. Excellent. Soy milk has protein. And since you're not a baby, you don't actually need milk from any kind of a mammal anymore. You don't need your mom's milk, right? And
Yep.
and since you're not a cow, you don't need cow's milk.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to ask me or say?
Like why do like animals in the wild eat other animals?
Because God fucked
Like-
up and designed the planet in a very bad way.
Oh, okay.
Just because they do something bad doesn't mean we have to. It's not the animal's fault, though. They're just born that way. Lions have to eat other animals. We don't.
Oh, okay. Got it.
All right. How are you feeling about becoming a vegan teacher? You think you're starting to get ready?
Yeah.
Slowly but surely? All right.
Yeah.
Good job. I really appreciate you. You did a great job. Guys, we're going to tap on the screen 100 times for Darren. Actually, Darren, you're going to do it with us, okay? We're going to tap 100 times. All right, you start, okay, bud? I want to hear you. You tell everyone. Say, guys, let's tap on the screen 100 times because Miss Katie says I did a good job.
Guys, up on the screen because this Katie told me I did a good job.
Yeah, you really did. I'm very proud of you. You didn't run away. A lot of people run away when I give them some feedback. Whoa, are you ever fast? You know what? Keep going. But you know what you remind me of? There's this one woman on TikTok, and she does a live stream, and she has chickens that she saved their lives. And when the chicken sees the hearts going, the chicken pecks at the screen. It's the cutest thing. You see this chicken pecking. That channel, by the way, is called Chicken Butt Micro Sanctuary on TikTok. You guys should follow that one. Chicken Butt Micro Sanctuary. Tell Amy that vegan teacher sent you. All right. So somebody said, Magmus thinks that God didn't fuck up. Well, you have no proof of that, and I have lots of proof. If you'd like to put a super chat in and write a comment, you're free to do that. I will read it out loud. Explain to me why you think that what you think that God is doing right now to help the billions of animals on factory farms. See, I have proof that he's doing zero, nothing. It's vegans who are doing all the work. You know? All right, Darren, thank you. Let's stop and see what you got us to. Look at that. 37. Do you see that? 37,000 likes. Thank you very much, Darren.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right, guys, we're trying to go to as many people as we can. Thank you very much for the fruit on my desk. I really like that. Thanks for supporting the live stream and my work here. Big check mark to our last guest. Good job. Thank you for reading well and being an excellent teacher. Somebody says here, oh, actually, guys, this is going a bit, wait. Why does this say, hey, guys, I popped 1,000 fireworks. Okay, so first of all, you're lying. And second of all, you're going to be removed permanently from the live stream. Because what you just did there, you know that fireworks hurt animals. You know they scare them. Do you know that every single year, the fireworks, they often throw them into the water and they kill fish. They kill birds. They terrify wild animals, so much so that the migrating animals get distracted. They don't know where they're going anymore. They get lost. It's terrible for the planet. And you wrote here that you set off 1,000 fireworks yesterday, which isn't possible, actually. But you're also trying to stir up some shit here and be mean on purpose. So I've just banned you forever. I'll never be able to see your comments ever again. Neither will anybody else. Okay, you're not welcome here if you don't have a kind heart. If you're cruel, you just don't belong here. All right, who else do we have here? Let's go to the next person here. Oh, hold on. Thanks for subscribing, guys. Thank you very much. 60 people just subscribed. Thank you, guys. I'm going to read your names out loud. Hold on. Thank you so much for following me to the person whose name is A. That's not the best name for you, okay? You can get a better name than that. What else do we have? Hold on, guys. It's going too fast. On TikTok, it's crazy. Somebody followed me. Softball Star followed. Thank you for that. Really appreciate you being here and helping me to save the animals. What else do we have here? We have, somebody says you want to debate me. Hi, Cody. Thanks for following me. Hi, Andy. Thanks for being here. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Katrina. Thank you for following me, everyone. Thank you to George. Hi, Gerda. Hi, everyone. Somebody named Peanut is here. Peanuts are vegan. Yes, good. Thank you for writing eat peanuts. If you guys think of any other vegan foods, write down this. Eat, and then write the vegan food. For example, eat tofu. That's a great way to help the live stream. It is a great way to help do some teaching. Joanne is here. Thank you, Joanne. Joanne, you wrote an amazing comment here. She wrote, warning, eating animals causes heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and erectile dysfunction. That's right. Men, if you're having trouble getting your penis up and you're having a hard time, you should be vegan because you have not enough blood flow in there. Often that's the problem. And the reason that's happening is because you're eating meat. So men, if you want to go from this to this, be vegan. All right. Like, somebody wants to debate me. What is there to debate? There's no debate here. We are teaching vegan facts. We are teaching kindness. There's no reason to debate anything. What do you want to have an argument about? Yeah, you can come in and read a card for sure. All right, let's go to the next person here. Here we go. Oh, the next person on the list doesn't have an image beside their name. I don't know. And how many followers? You have 433 followers, but no image. I wonder why that is. Why do you have no image? Okay, you should have a vegan image there. Maybe a little leaf or a broccoli or something like that. Let's talk about it. So I'm vegan because I care. I care about the animals, and everyone who is here who is vegan, they all care. Nobody here wants to hurt the animals. And you remember, you were born vegan. Yeah, it's actually not your fault. You know, the system is built with advertisements everywhere trying to get you to eat unhealthy food. When was the last time you saw an advertisement trying to get you to eat broccoli, for example? Never. Right? Why is it that there's advertisements trying to get you to eat burgers like from McDonald's, which have so much fat in them, so much salt in them, and dead bodies, and you know there's like a ground up pig in there, a sausage or a burger, ground up innocent animal like a cow. But you're at the right place. You can learn how to be vegan. Who do we have here? This is another nice one. Okay. Sid wrote, are fly swatters vegan? Plants have protein. Okay, are fly swatters vegan? Well, a swatter itself is a piece of plastic. So a piece of plastic can't be vegan any more so than a pencil can be vegan. Okay, I'm not sure what you're saying, so you're gonna have to write your question a little bit better than that, all right? Okay, guys, thank you. Thank you, Mark, for the compliment. I'm also looking at you guys over on my computer on the right there. So let's see who we have. Tried to let you get in, but seem to have problems with the internet. At your place, maybe. Oh, there you are.
Hi, sorry it messed up earlier.
Yeah, okay, hi. Welcome to the live stream. Where are you in the world?
I am in Chesapeake, Virginia, which is in, America.
Which America?
The United States.
All right, so North America. All right, so thank you for coming in. You ready to read a card?
Yes.
Okay, so today we're learning about animals and how to protect them. And this is egg and day excuses. Before we begin, though, what number do you see up here?
45.9 thousand.
Okay, I want you to ask everybody to keep tapping on the screen while you are the teaching
Guys,
to encourage
please
you.
tap. Yeah, guys, please tap. Please tap for her.
No, it's not for me. It's to encourage you because we're going to see how the number goes up. Because
Yeah, guys, please tap for me.
you're the teacher, all right?
Okay.
Do you know anything about veganism so far? Do you know a vegan fact that you could teach?
Not really. So, if I'm being honest, I've been watching you for a while, but I haven't really known much about vegan because I grew up in a Southern household.
Okay, so you've been watching me for a while and you haven't heard a single thing I've said. Is that right?
No, I've been listening to you
And you don't know a
as much as I
single
can.
thing about being vegan. You've been watching me though.
Well, that plants don't feel in pain, but
All right,
animals
so
do.
stop. That's something you know. Plants don't feel pain. Good. So tell me something else you know. What else did you learn watching this channel? You're the teaching assistant now. So you go into the depth of your brain and you say everything that you've heard me say before. Think about all the different animals right now. Think about all the things that we can eat. Think about things like if I say to you broccoli, what would you say about it? Miss Katie says eat broccoli. It doesn't feel pain.
Yes.
Okay, what about tofu? Go through a bunch of foods and then go through the animals. And you say to everybody, guys, chickens suffer terribly because they are killed at 1 day old in the egg industry. Say everything you know about being vegan. And that's going to be for the next person as well. If you don't know anything about being vegan, then just stay at the back of the class, guys. You can still listen, all right? But when you come in, you have to show that you've done your homework. Okay, try your best to tell me some vegan facts. Tell them to everyone.
Okay. So basically, you should eat more vegetables. Tofu is a good option. Broccoli, celery, anything that doesn't have that can feel pain. If it can feel pain, then it's cruel to eat it. It would be better for you to eat beans, edamame, any kind of fruit or vegetable that isn't going to harm the planet.
You're doing great. Awesome.
Thank you.
All right. So next time you come in, you can say right away, Miss Katie, I have a whole bunch of vegan facts. I know exactly what I've been listening. And then you can talk about what happens to the baby cows in the dairy industry.
Yes, I think the rodeos and all that are very, very harmful to the environment.
Okay, good. Now be careful though, when you're a teacher, right? Don't say what you think. You say the facts. It is a fact that this hurts the animals. It is a fact that they are suffering. So if you say, well, I think that maybe kicking a cat probably hurts the cat. You wouldn't say that, right? You would say it's a fact. You know what I mean?
It's cruel to kick a cat.
Right. So if you're talking about the rodeo industry, you don't say, well, I think that maybe it's unethical. You say it is unethical because these animals have been kidnapped, forced to do these things that they don't agree to, they don't consent to, and the cows do not want some asshole on their back, nor do the horses. They want to be left alone. They don't enjoy performing because they are forced to perform. All right. Let's read this card now. You did great. Guys, keep on tapping because she's really doing a good job. Oh, before I go, though, you heard me say about your image here, right? What am I looking at?
Yes.
Okay, we want to get a nice image for you. Look, you already know a lot of stuff. What's your first name?
Emma.
Emma? Okay, I want you to call your account Emma for the Animals. right? When you hang up, go to edit and just make your account say Emma for the animals. That way, all the vegans can start to follow you. Do you know there's like 1 million vegans on over here on TikTok? Like they're all over the place. Don't you want your account to grow?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love to.
All right, so let's get all the vegans to follow Emma once she's vegan. All right, but first you have to pay your dues and show that you care. All right, here you go. Egg and dairy excuses.
Question 53. Chickens naturally lay eggs, so it isn't okay to eat them? Answer.
Mhm.
No. Eggs belong to the mother who laid them. Chickens have bred to overproduce eggs, which causes painful health issues. Plus, all male chickens are killed in the egg industry because they are considered to be useless.
Good. Thank you very much for reading that. How do you feel about that now that you've read that?
I feel bad for the chickens because they shouldn't have to go through that.
Right. Exactly. It's very cruel the way that the animals are treated. Thank you so much for reading. Do you like to say anything else before you go and I go to the next person?
God is great and God is good.
Okay, why do you think that?
um,
Let's start with,
Because
hold on, let's start. First of all, what's the
I
difference?
think-
What's the difference between great and good?
I think my God is amazing.
What's the
and
difference? No, you said God is
put me on this
great. You said God is great and God is good. What's the difference between the two?
I'm like saying that he's amazing. He's amazing. He's
Okay, why do you think
no other than that.
what is God doing right now to help the billions of animals who are suffering? What is God doing right now to help protect the little babies who are being ground up alive right now by the billions? Absolutely torture everywhere. Little baby chicks terrified. What's God doing to help them?
I mean, all we can do is pray for them and pray for the people that are doing
No,
stuff
I didn't
like
ask
that.
what you can do. You just said that you can pray. I said, what is God doing to protect them?
I'm not sure because I'm not God.
You're not sure, but what do you mean you're not sure? Well, you can be therefore sure that he's doing nothing. God is not doing a single thing. Who is helping? You helped today because you read a card and you're teaching vegan facts. You are stronger, more powerful, and kinder than God because he is not doing anything. Now, I know that's hard for you to take. Because if you believe, a lot of people believe in God because it gives them some big like daddy up there in the sky to like feel like they're being loved and watched. But you know what? You're a grown up. You don't need to believe in fairy tales anymore. You have the power of God in your hands. Every time you go to the grocery store, every time you're eating, you can choose to put the corpse of an animal in your mouth, or you can choose to have no part in that and save the animals. All right?
Okay.
Thank you for listening, and thank you
Okay.
for...
Have a nice day.
Thank you. All right. It's very hard for people, but the truth is that God doesn't exist and Allah doesn't exist, but you can be kind anyway. You don't need religion in your life. You just need a kind heart and you need to do the right thing, regardless of whether anybody's watching. God or Allah, neither of them exist. Today you learned the truth. Not God nor Allah created us, but rather we created them. Today you received a gift more valuable than silver or gold. You accepted the truth, which is a real true gem. It's okay, you don't have to cry just because I tell you there's no God in the sky. You can be brave, it doesn't have to hurt this much. You're in control, you'll use your human touch. I know it's a shock when you understand that you have the power of God right now in your own hands. So follow the golden rule, use your hands to be kind, not cruel. Put only vegan foods in your shopping cart. Peace begins on your plate. So use your hands as if they were your heart. choose to use your hands wisely, everything will be okay. You don't need God or Allah, they never existed anyway. Just use your hands as if they were your heart. Use your hands as if they were your heart. You have more power in your hands than God does. You can be kinder than God. You can be wiser than God. You can make the right decision to help every single day while God is doing absolutely nothing to help. If you are an atheist, good for you. If you're agnostic, good for you. It's best to use your critical thinking skills and follow science. Do you guys like science? Science rules. Science is the truth. Well, thank you very, very much for that cup of lemon tea or iced tea that you just put there. Hey, thank you, Colton, for all the little kittens here. Thank you so much, Colton, for all of these little decorations. Thank you, Gem Flemboy. Thank you also for you. Don't forget to change your name to have a vegan name, okay? Thank you for that. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you, Waz. What about you guys? All right, well, somebody says, what if religion helps people become vegan? You know, that's a very interesting question. Thank you for asking that. Religion never helps anyone become vegan. Religion helps people to remain cruel. Just think about the Pope. Okay, he's been in religion for a long time. Pope not vegan yet. Religion encourages continued cruelty. Think about all the religious people that you know. How many of them are vegan? The vast majority of vegans are not religious at all. If you think about going to church and you think about when they're having end of whatever season barbecue or something, they're putting dead animals on there. Churchgoers, or even Muslims or Jews, most of them are not yet vegan, but they should be, and you can be, by the way. You can absolutely, no matter what your religion, be vegan, because no religion says that you have to hurt animals. No religion says that you have to. So if you're Muslim, you can be vegan. If you're Christian, you should be vegan. In the Bible, thou shalt not kill and thou shalt not steal. Okay? There we go. Hurry up. Thank you so much for your beautiful decoration here. Okay, Haria, I'm going to ask you, though, to change the way that you made your decoration, okay? It's very confusing because you have the word not there, and then you have the animals after. People are just seeing it very fast. So it's possible that they might see that or think that you're saying don't be vegan instead of be vegan, all right? Just the way that it is written. Yeah, it's better to just write be vegan, okay? Just for me to pin your comment, okay? Thank you very much for that. Somebody said, who created me? Well, I don't know. Something created me, not necessarily a kind being. The person who created all of us maybe could even be a 2-year-old up there playing with a play set. You know, we don't know. But we do know is that God is not helping right now. So the question isn't whether God exists. Whether God exists or not is not the main question. The question is God good? And I have proof that God is evil. God is cruel. God deliberately created animals who hurt other animals. Whereas if vegans had been running the world, if we had the ability, we would have created a world where all animals are vegan. And I know what you're thinking. But then what about overpopulation? Well, that's not a problem, because we, if we had been in charge, would make it so that all the animals would die peacefully in their sleep. Yeah. So it would be just wonderful. You would have no problems at all. Okay, guys, let me just check something here for a second. Let me just go over here and just make sure that I press this button here. I think I might have, let me just make sure. Here we go. All right, just to make sure that everybody can comment if they want to. Hey, guys, what do we have here? Have you read the Bible? Yes, I have. I read the Bible from beginning to end. And in the Bible, you will see that God is doing nothing except trying to hurt everyone, trying to harm them, trying to kill them. Floods. Many times in the Bible, God tried to kill firstborn babies and did so. God even in the Bible, it literally says it's okay to have a slave and even beat your slave. As long as you don't beat your slave to death, then it's okay. How fucked up is that? We all know that the Bible makes no sense whatsoever, and the Quran isn't much better. Let's go to the next person here. Hello, and welcome to the live stream. Hi, I'm Miss Katie, that vegan teacher. Oh, you hung up by accident. All right, let's go to the next person. So here, egg and dairy excuses. Question 54. But I read that cows and chickens aren't harmed for milk and eggs. Answer? Well, that's a lie, perpetuated by industries who only want your money. Cows are tied up, the cows are raped, separated from their calves, and male chicks are ground up alive. This is a fact, and this is why we are vegan. We don't want to be violent. Hi.
Hey,
Welcome to the live stream. What brings you here today? You ready to read a card?
are you the person that said the N word?
Are you ready to read a card, and then we can talk? No? Do you know how to read? I'm not sure which word you're referring to, nuts or nectarines or how vegans are nice. But hey, come back when you know how to read, okay? Thanks, guys. Next person here, Cinnamon Spider. All right, guys, if you want to jump to the front of the queue, put a decoration on the screen that is cute and not mean. Hi. Hello. Sorry, you muted yourself by accident, or you were out of the app. I don't know. I'm going to have to remove you if you don't speak. Thank you for the confetti. Hi, Fisher. Okay, to the person who just came in, sorry, you've muted yourself. I'll just remove you, okay? Because maybe you were in a meeting or something. Okay, next person up. Somebody says you don't get to say that Allah is fake. Yes, I do, because I just did. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the live stream. Here you go.
Egg and dairy excuses. Question 55. But I only buy free-range eggs, so isn't that good enough? Answer. No, free-range is an extremely misleading label. Chickens still face cramped conditions and are slaughtered when their egg production declines. You should be vegan and you should start now.
Good job. Excellent reading. So do you have any vegan facts you want to share with people?
Not really. I mean, I can go on and on about vegans, so I probably shouldn't even start.
Yes, you should
I can
start
go on
because
and
the
on
whole
about
point
facts.
the whole point that you're here is to be a vegan teacher. So tell everybody what you know.
That dairy, like stealing, when you milk, it's stealing. And when you eat eggs, it's also stolen. And that's all I can think of.
Okay, so what you could do next time when you come on and you're teaching some facts is think about all the different animals, right? So for example, let's say I say crocodile. That's a tough one because I haven't talked about that much. But see, sometimes people kill the crocodiles and the alligators by stabbing them to death in the head. Willow, don't move, okay? Because it's making background noise. Don't move. Don't shake. And so then they rip off their skin and turn them into purses. So I want you to say that. You can say with regard to leather. Leather is the skin of an animal. You can say vegans don't wear leather. They won't wear cow leather, leather from a cow, or they won't buy a purse or shoes made from crocodile skin.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Thank you.
I will know that for next time.
Yeah, there's so many interesting things to know about. So many different animals. Now, what if I said to you, what do vegans do or not do regarding pigs? Think about it.
They don't kill them and eat like bacon and ham and all the other stuff that make out of pigs.
Okay.
Which is they can make pork.
Yes.
That's like the main.
Right. So what you'll do when you come up, guys, you're all practicing to be teachers here. Not just vegan, but vegan teachers. So you will say to everyone, pigs are killed at 6 months old. Right? And then you can say some other things such as vegans don't eat bacon, sausage, Vegans don't eat pepperoni on their pizza because that is a 6-month-old baby pig who wanted to live. All right? You got this. You did great. Guys, let's tap on the screen. Tap on the screen 100 times each. Good job, TikTok. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Abigail, for being here. I'm so happy that you guys are here. Let me read your names out loud if you just followed me, okay, guys? Because I do want to say thank you to everybody. Who do we have here on TikTok? Aw, somebody said thanks for being so inspiring. Thank you so much for being here and being such a positive influence. Guys, this is the time of the live stream where you can share the live stream. So there's a share button somewhere where you share it and you follow it. I'm going to read your names out loud as soon as you follow and share because I want to say thank you to you guys. All right, let's see what we have over here. We have thank you to Michael for sharing. Thank you to Mark for sharing. Thank you, Abigail and Richard. Thank you for following me. Who do we have following me? Hold on, guys. Usha Berry, thank you for sharing. Vegan Coco something shared the live. Thank you, Helena, for sharing the live. And Midori says, I'm sorry everyone's being so negative. Thank you for being so kind. Yeah, people are negative, but it's because they just don't want to change. You know, everybody knows that eating animals is wrong. Everybody knows that stealing eggs from birds is wrong. Everybody knows this, but they just don't want to change. So I'm here to remind them that it's their moral duty to change, and nobody wants to be told what to do, right, guys? Yeah, we understand. I don't like being told what to do either. Nobody does. But it's just a fact that to be a good person, you have to be vegan. Thank you for sharing the live, guys, so much. Thank you very much for subscribing. Who else is subscribing here? Let me read your names for a second. If you guys are just watching and you haven't come in, remember that if you want to teach something, you can write down eat beans. Write that in the chat. I'm going to give you guys some jobs, okay? So somebody named Slothful, your job is to write down eat beans, eat lentils, and eat rice, okay? Don't forget the verb. Write all that. Another person who wrote in the comments, Big Four Eyes says she banned me. Well, Big Four Eyes, you're here right now. Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about. I didn't ban you because I can read your comment. So what I want you to do is I want you to use your power here to do good things, okay? So Big Four Eyes, first of all, you should change your name to be Big Beautiful Vegan or something like that. And the word vegan should be in your name, okay? Because you're going to help save the animals from now on. And then I want you to write down to people that write, eat vegetables. Eat your vegetables. Don't hurt animals, okay? You can write that one. Just copy and paste it, like spam it all you want. Just go for it. Have fun, guys. All right, who else do we have here? Thank you, Evie. Thank you, Nora. Thank you for subscribing, Nico. This is really awesome. Let me just go over here and see who else is here. Okay, if you guys want to go to the top of the live stream to talk to me, what you do is you put some decorations on the screen, like somebody just put a little tofu there. Thanks for the tofu. Now, guys, I know you're looking at this but I don't want you to get triggered. Okay, don't get upset just because I wrote this. There's no God, there's no Allah, but we should strive to be vegan anyway. You should be kind no matter what, even if nobody is looking. Don't hurt animals and be brave. Be brave in your relationships. Stand up for the people that you love and stand up for the animals. Okay? All right. Be a good person. Let's see. Next person. 1 sec, guys. I have to sneeze. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that.
You're a bitch.
Oh, why is that? Are you talking to me? Can't be talking to me. I'm trying to protect animals. Why did you leave so fast? I'd be very interested in why you came in here and said that. Is it because I am asking you to not hurt animals? Did that make you lash out? Does it make you feel guilty that I'm here reminding you not to hurt animals? Strange, isn't it, guys? It's really fascinating. Okay, like if I like I'm basically here saying, guys, let's not eat cats or cows. Let's not eat dogs. Let's not eat pigs. And this person's like, you're a bitch. Funny. You know, maybe go to your therapist and ask your therapist why you did that. Like, what's feeling guilty inside of you that made you lash out like that? It's weird, right? Yeah, we'll go, you know, we all do weird stuff. Try again, though. Let's go to the next person. Just randomly going here on the list. Sometimes I go just random. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. So, question 57. But what if I don't want to change my diet? Read the answer.
Change can be hard at first, but the benefits to your health, animals, and the planet make it worth the effort. Chickens, cows, pigs, turkeys, and lambs all have a right to live and not be kidnapped and eaten.
Very good. And what's the little boy's sign say?
Be vegan.
Excellent reading. You get to stay and read another card because you did such a good job. All right?
Okay.
You get a check mark. Guys, tap on the screen 100 times because she did a really good job. She read. And she read loudly enough. I don't hear any fidgeting at the moment. You don't hear any background noise. This is like a perfect teacher right here so far. Here we go.
Thank you.
Next one.
Just because something was part of your upbringing doesn't mean it's the best choice for your health or ethics.
Okay, sweetie, hold on a second. This time I didn't read the top. So you have to read the whole thing, okay? Including the part in the yellow.
Okay,
Read the
sorry.
whole card.
Question 58.
But read the
But
whole
what if
read the whole card.
Selfish excuses. Question 58. But what if I grew up eating meat? Answer. Just because something was part of your upbringing doesn't mean it's the best choice for your health or ethics. You were born vegan. You never wanted to hurt animals. You can go back to your roots and be vegan again.
Excellent.
Be vegan.
Yeah, really good reading. Yeah. So do you believe that you were born vegan?
I was not born vegan.
Yes, you were. All right, let's read that again.
Oh.
You were born vegan because you never wanted to hurt animals. Were you born thinking, I can't wait to stab a cow and eat the cow? No, you were born kind.
No.
Okay? Now, when we think about your mother's milk was vegan because it was meant for you. It wasn't stolen from a cow. Okay?
Yeah.
So all of us were born vegan because veganism isn't a diet. Veganism is a justice movement. Okay, let's read this. Veganism
Isn't a diet, it's a justice movement against the exploitation of animals.
Yeah. So what do vegans do? They don't steal from animals. Here, read this one. Vegans
Don't steal from animals, not their milk, not their eggs, not their fur, not their feathers, not their wool, not their skin, not their honey, not their babies, not their freedom, not their lives.
Excellent reading. Really good. Anything else you want to say? Have you learned anything else on this channel that you want to share with people?
That you shouldn't eat meat.
Okay. And not milk and not cheese. Unless,
and not eggs.
Yeah, exactly. We just don't steal from animals. So we should eat all the other thousands and thousands of things in the grocery store, right?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for coming in. You're going to be awesome. I cannot wait I cannot wait till you're a real vegan teacher here on TikTok and you're teaching like me. Guys, oh, I love this. Who did that? Thank you. Somebody just put this cute little bandana on my head. It's yellow and a green cup in front of me. Two of my two favorite colors. Aw, who did that though? It happened so fast, guys, that I don't get to thank you. Thank you. I hope you do it again so I can have time to look at who did that. Thank you, TikTok. YouTube? What about you guys? Are you feeling ignored? I don't mean to ignore you. I'm not doing it on purpose. Somebody says, I love you. Been vegan for 2 months. Yes! Check mark for you. Good job. Good job on YouTube. Guys, on YouTube on the side, there's a heart button that you can press. Once you see a heart, when you press it, you can keep pressing it. A lot. And all these hearts will appear. You see? Keep on pressing it, guys. Thank you. I love you for being so kind to the animals and to me. All right, guys, let's go to the next person here. Actually, I don't know if you've already been in or not, but guys, if you want to go to the top, put some decorations on and put your name down, guys, and you can come up and read a card. Hi. Oh, you've paused yourself. You've muted yourself. You muted yourself by accident. Hey there. Reese, you muted yourself by accident. I'm going to remove you, okay? Because I don't know what's happening with you. Maybe you're in the middle of maybe on the toilet and you just didn't want me to hear, but Zachary, thanks a lot for the rose here. Guys, thank you so much for the little decorations on the screen. They make everything seem so pretty. All right. Somebody wrote here, Jesus is dead, guys. Okay, don't be upset, but it's just true. He was killed by his own father. His own father allowed him to be killed. I mean, that's pretty fucked up. Imagine if I let my son be killed on a cross. It's pretty mean. None of that makes any sense, guys. It really doesn't.
Hi.
Hello, welcome to the live stream. How are you today?
Thank you.
Where are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm in Italy.
I'm in Australia.
Australia. Here in Italy, it's 7:37 in the morning, Sunday morning. And you?
It's 3 here. 3:40 actually.
Okay. Here's your
In
card.
the afternoon.
Cool. Thank you for being here. Here you go. Here's your card. Tell everybody to tap 100 times on the screen while you read the card. Tell them now.
Tap 100 times on the screen.
Tell them why.
For the animals.
To encourage you, because your number is going to go up, okay? It's 85.9 thousand. So at the end, when you leave, you can see how much it went up by. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you tell them. Whoa, we just had a huge decoration. What was that? Did you see it? Thank you, whoever did that.
God.
I don't know what that was, but it looked happy. It looked like happiness.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Selfish excuses. Question 59. But what if I just don't care about animals? Answer. You might not care about your neighbours either, but surely you must agree that they have a right not to be enslaved and murdered when they have done nothing to hurt you.
What do you think about this
Be
card?
vegan.
What do you think about what you just read?
You should care about animals.
All right, can you say this in your own words, what you just read?
I don't really know.
Did you pay attention to what you read?
Not really.
So you literally read things and then you don't know what you read, even though you read it out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't you find that weird?
It's really weird.
Right, because and you know how I knew that you weren't listening, even to your own self? Because you're reading it like a machine. If somebody's reading like a machine, like a computer, I know they're not getting it. Now, if you don't even listen to yourself, what are the chances that your students here on TikTok are listening? 0.
Like 0.
Right, okay, we're going to do this again. This goes for everyone who comes in to read a card. Okay, when you're coming in to read a card, you are reading it with the idea that you want people to listen and get the message. Okay, try again.
Selfish excuses. Question 59. But what if I just don't care about animals? Answer.
Stop,
You might
that
not
was
care
too
about
fast.
your
That was
neighbour.
much too fast. You just asked a question, okay? But what if I just don't care about animals? Wait. Let people have a chance to think about that. Right? They're like, well, am I one of those people who cares about animals? Wait, I care about my cat, but wait, I'm eating bacon. You know what I mean? When you're reading it and teaching, you have to have these pauses to let people get the information in their heads. All right? Try that again. You got this.
Selfish excuses. Question 59. But what if I just don't care about animals? Answer. You might not care about your neighbours either, but surely you must agree that they have a right not to be enslaved and murdered when they have done nothing to hurt you. Be vegan.
Okay. So now if I ask you to say this in your own words, how would you say it?
That they're saying that you should...
So you're a teacher. You're a teacher now, okay? So you're a teacher. Looking at everybody, all right? Imagine you're talking to a room full of hundreds of people, and you're on the stage, and there's hundreds of people there, but you're okay. You're safe, okay? I'm right there with you. It's nothing scary. And you're saying to them, guys, even if you might not love or like your neighbors, you still don't think that they should be killed, do you? So you might not, even if you don't like animals, they shouldn't be killed. They never did anything wrong to you. All right, that kind
Yeah.
of thing. All right, that's what's being said in this card. All right, so next time you come on, I want you to remember what you've learned here today and apply those little tips to when you're teaching the next class. Okay?
Okay.
All right,
Thank
now,
you.
you're welcome. Thank you so
Bye.
much for being here. I love that you tried so
Bye.
hard. Thank you, sweetheart. Oh, don't forget to change your name to a vegan name, okay? It has to have something like for the animals. I forgot to ask you what your name is, but let's say it's Emma. Then write your name should be Emma for the animals. If your name is Sally, it should be Sally for the animals. Okay, take that name so that we all know your name and we know what you stand for. Okay, that goes for everybody here. Oh, somebody wrote here, Miss Katie, I need to tell you something very important. Say that there's no God or Allah is very disrespectful. People who actually believe in God. Well, no, sweetie, it actually is the most respectful thing I can do is to tell the truth. Okay, let's say that you're eating poison right now, right? Would it be respectful for me to tell you to stop, or would it be disrespectful? It would be respectful. If you were eating poison and I said, stop eating poison, okay, you would love me for it. Here I'm telling you, stop believing in fairy tales. There's nothing disrespectful about that. It is the opposite of what you're thinking. It is the right thing to do. See, you've been brainwashed because people are so afraid of the truth that they always say, don't talk badly about somebody else's religion. Well, of course you should. Of course you should. You absolutely should tell the truth about people's religions. If a religion doesn't make sense, tell them the truth. Science makes sense. And so we should follow the science. Okay? All right, guys, listen, I want to thank everybody who came in here today. I very much appreciate all you beautiful people. Somebody says, I am vegan, but I don't respect that. What's that? You're not vegan. If you think it's okay to lie to people, sweetie, I don't think you get it. Let's go to the next. Let me just read a couple of you guys' comments. Guys, thank you, by the way. Somebody might want to go back to the top. I just saw a beautiful bear on the screen. Went like this. Thank you to whoever did that. Would you like to come in and talk again? Is that why you did that? Oh, somebody here at the top of the screen. Let me see, Jay. Let's just see. Maybe you want to come back in and read. I don't know if you do. If you do, that's okay, because you were just very kind. Would you like to read one more card?
Hi.
Hi. Do you want to read one more card?
What about two?
Maybe. I think so. Look, that was really sweet of you to put that teddy bear. You know it cheers me up, right? When I see that. That's my,
Yeah.
you know what? That's my favorite decoration from you. How about we make a deal, okay? When you're here, you put that exact teddy bear, and I'll know it's you. All right? And they'll be like,
All
oh,
right.
I know that person. Because I think you're one of the only people who use that. All right, here you go.
Selfish excuses. Question 60. What if don't want to be one of those preachy vegans?
Okay, hold on, because I didn't hear one of the words, but maybe it was just a problem with your microphone. So the question is, but what if I don't want to be one of those preachy vegans? Okay, somebody might
All
say
right.
that. Somebody might say that, like, I don't want to be a preachy vegan. I just want to be a quiet little vegan, eating my little tofu in the corner. Thank you for the violin. Where are you? What happened?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm back.
That was crazy. It sounded like you took me into a tornado.
I'm sorry.
All right. So the answer is, those speaking out against Hitler putting Jews in gas chambers during World War II, or against meat eaters putting 6-month-old pigs in gas chambers are not preaching, right? They were not preaching. They were just telling the truth. They were trying to save lives. Keep reading.
They're defending victims.
Right.
If you were a victim, you would love those preachy vegans. So appreciate them and yes, even mimic them.
Exactly. Right? So being a preachy vegan is a good thing. Even though people might Where are you taking me? I'm going to have to mute you. I'm sorry, I have to disconnect because you keep going into these like hurricanes or something. Right? Just you have to stand still when you're in the class. I really appreciate you, and you can come back another time. I'll be doing another live stream in about 2 hours, okay? Thank you. You guys over here, somebody wrote, Miss Vegan teacher. By the way, my name is Miss Katie, and it's spelled Kadie, just in case you're wondering. All right, what did you write here? Miss Vegan teacher. Listen, if God is not real, who created us? Well, it's not important to me. Okay, it's not important. If you believe in God, you know that is, we can pretend that God exists, but the fact of the matter is that God is not kind. That's my real message here. Okay, we were created. We have no idea why we're all here. All we know is that if God was here at some point, who created us, he is long gone. He is out there. He's either drunk right now. God is either stoned. Maybe he's lazy. He's definitely not helping us. Maybe he's just stupid. Maybe God is dead, or maybe God never existed at all. And that goes for Allah as well. Okay, lots of people have, I only named 2 types of gods up here. There's all kinds of other gods that people have. It's all in their imagination. Right? If you want to pray, remember that when you pray, you're really just praying to the best part of yourself. That's what you're doing. You're just praying to the best part of yourself. You're not actually praying to anyone out there. Now, sometimes I pray too. Sometimes I just say, oh, dear God, please help me to be a good person today. Please help me to do a good life. Please help me to save the animals. But I know I'm really just praying to myself. Thank you for saying you love me. Thank you guys over here on TikTok. Thanks so much for being here. I know, I'm so sorry, guys. I know you want to come in, but listen, I have to do some things, okay? I do a live stream, though, many times a day, and I'll be back in a couple of hours, all right? Yeah, don't be mad at me that I have to go. Thank you. Thank you for saying you love me, TikTok. You guys are really sweet. Guys on YouTube, I want to thank you very much for being here as well. And I'm going to say farewell, and I'll see you in a couple of hours, okay? Joanne, thank you again for being a moderator. So much appreciate every time you show up and you educate people repeatedly. That is so essential in the comment section, Joanne, because there's so many lies, as you know. I know you're busy trying to moderate, but every time that you educate people as well, it is so great. Thanks again. All right, guys, I'll see you in a couple of hours. Bye, YouTube.